Always fresh and a little bit sticky. Keep it locked on Cannabis Wiki. We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on Cannabis Wiki.
Hey everybody, welcome to Paradise Cannabis. We're the green room. Hey Crystal.
Hey.
Hey Nick.
Hey.
Who's Nick that has joined us? Well, Nick is the general manager, the real general manager. Sometimes we call him the mustache, the man, the legend.
Yep.
Yep. Hi, welcome to the green room.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's great to have you guys down here at the store as well. It's been a fun day so far.
Nick has a radio voice.
He does.
Yeah. Do you ever do a podcast?
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
Oh, first podcast. We love
Yeah.
that. We make you do like jumping jacks. We make you sing.
Oh boy, I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here.
There's
then.
an initiation. Just kidding. So tell us about Paradise Cannabis. Where are we located? What separates you? What makes you different? And why do we all love Paradise Cannabis?
Yeah, so we're in Fort Erie here, Fort Erie, Ontario. We've got stores in Niagara Falls and Welland as well. And Paradise Cannabis, we started off as Smokers Paradise. We were a head shop in the Niagara region, and we had 5 stores before. There was Niagara Falls, Port Colborne, Hamilton, St. Catharines. We're kind of all over the region.
Of course, there was one in the Hammer.
Yeah,
That's where I'm from.
Gotta be in Hamilton, yeah. And after legalization, our owners decided to try to make a move towards having a dispensary and selling actual cannabis. And I believe it was 2019 when they were given their approval. And then it was 2021 when we opened here, February 2021.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a couple year process for them to get everything sorted out and get everything ready. And we just kind of wanted to be able to bring in that kind of community family shop feel that we used to have at our Smokers Paradise dispensaries and continue that family shop vibe in the dispensary world.
Are the other dispensaries like this? Do they look the same and the same sort of vibe?
Similar, a little bit different. Our Welland store is the biggest. Our Welland store has...
Wow.
Our Welland store is basically the exact same as a head shop.
This is a big store, Nick.
Yeah,
it
this-
is.
Yeah, and the Welland one's a little bit larger. And the Welland store is basically just like a head shop. You walk in, there's bongs all along the walls. There's the glass cases that go around. And then there's just a dispensary in the back wall of it. So we've got
neat.
lots of accessories and lots of bongs and things for people to look at. And then there's just also a weed in the back corner as well. So it's your one-stop shop. Here in Fort Erie, we're kind of like in between a little bit. We've got some accessories and then...
Some.
I say some, yeah, it's still quite a bit. And then our Niagara Falls store is certainly the smallest, kind of in more of a tourist area there. We wanted to be just a quick in and out shop in Niagara Falls. So it's just mostly a few papers and some smaller rolling accessories. And then, of course, all of our cannabis.
So do you help with the menu here? Because it's really nice. You got a lot of variety. You got
Yes.
a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I do all of our orders. I take suggestions from all of our staff and all of our customers as well. Pretty much bi-weekly, I think. Natty and myself get together and go over what products we currently have that are selling well, what we have that isn't really selling too good, and what new things that we should be looking for to bring in.
What sells really well?
Really well is any pre-rolls, any kind of, I'd say cheaper, more budget pre-rolls.
Right?
And anything infused. Infused pre-rolls are like the big grab.
Oh, like
now.
the general admission peach rings or whatever? Have you tried
The
those?
peach rings, yeah.
Oh,
Anything by general admissions,
delish.
people have been going crazy for. The new Good Supply monsters we were talking about earlier, people have been going nuts for those guys. There's been some really cool 2-gram joints coming out too from like Dab Bods and another company called El Blunto. So there's lots of infused options out right now. A lot of people are getting excited about it.
Nick, are you a cannabis consumer?
Yes, I am.
Yes, yes, I am. Yay, good answer, Nick. You got that one right. You know how often the person next to me goes, no, and I'm like,
Oh, God.
okay. Well, it was very nice having you. Thanks for chatting. So, difficulties in the space. Well, how can we help you? What are some difficulties where you could really need some help with this area?
There's a few. First off, there's the
Challenges.
OCS. I don't want to complain too much about the OCS because it's a bit of a dead horse, but
it's the green room. You can complain about the OCS.
Yes.
obviously having the central ordering system, isn't the greatest, obviously. There's been a lot of hiccups with that. And I think it would be a little bit better if we at least just had 2 warehouses that we could get everything from. We had we had the problem earlier where there was the inventory error at the warehouse. Was it it was a hacking at the warehouse. Yeah.
Just
and
a few months
nobody
ago.
could get any products for about 2 weeks. If we just had a second option or a second warehouse that we could go to.
So another second option.
Backup option.
Yeah, exactly. And then we were talking about earlier about edible limits. The limits on edibles are really not the greatest at all.
Currently 10 milligrams.
Yeah.
What do you think they should be?
I don't think there should be any limit. I think we should be educating the consumers on
To the moon.
what
Nick
the
thinks
expectations
to the
are
moon.
and kind of put it into people's hand. We don't have a limit on how much alcohol you can go and get. You can go to the LCBO and we can buy
And it's
10
poison.
bottles of vodka, and don't know if this is me for a party or just for myself this weekend.
Right.
You kind of expect the consumer to have that education, and you put that education on the consumer as they're checking out. But yeah, I don't agree with the limits at all. I think they're kind of going a little bit backwards in terms of education for what we want for our newer consumers. And the other thing too with AGCO and Health Canada, their big mission is to stamp out the illegal market. Mm-hmm. They're not really too worried about if all these retailers are actually successful retailers. They just want to get the stuff off the streets.
Right.
And having only a 10 milligram edible limit
It's
is
not gonna do that.
pushing people towards the street.
Exactly.
We get people coming in all the time asking, oh, can I get a 50 milligram edible? Can I get a 100 milligram edible? And we don't have anything close to that option. You have to buy 10 packages of this gummy to get there. And well, okay, I will go back to whoever I've been going to for the last couple of years on the street.
Yeah.
So there's some improvements that could definitely be made there.
Where do you take, okay, so if you have to voice your concerns or if you have challenges or complaints, right now, where do the retailers take them? Are you part of, is there groups? Is there some sort of?
There are a couple groups, yeah. We are a member of the RCCO, so Retail Cannabis Council of Ontario.
Yep.
And so they help kind of get our message out there a little bit. And recently, I've been kind of just looking into contacting more of our MPs and our MPPs.
Good for
trying to get a little bit
you.
more local and talking to our local politicians and letting them know the problems that we're having and the struggles that we're having and seeing if they can start to voice some of those opinions.
Or else we're all going to be on the streets looking for those 100 milligrams.
Yeah.
So I'm on the streets. I can't sleep without 100 milligrams. So
Yeah,
the
10 milligrams.
right?
It doesn't work for once you've been smoking for a couple of years. It's great for our beginners. 10 milligrams, they're okay
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
that.
they don't all
but
need to be high, but
Yeah.
we do need options.
If you've been smoking for more than a couple of years, 10 milligrams does not really cut it for most people.
No.
That's true. That's true. So can you tell us about your personal journey with cannabis? What got you into the industry? And
Yeah, my personal journey, mostly just kind of started off recreationally, just kind of for fun throughout high school and in college. And then after college, just kind of looking around for an industry to get into. And I found our Smokers Paradise, our old bong shop, and just struck a really good relationship with our owners there, Mac, Bobby, and TD.
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to them. And just kind of fell in love with everything cannabis, the people involved in it, all the different new exciting things that were popping up. The science of it too is amazing.
It's really interesting.
Every week we learn kind of new formulations or new processes and new ways of growing or new fertilizers like the squid ink,
Squid juice.
squid juice.
That sounds amazing.
Isn't that
Yeah.
cool?
You've been the manager here since the very beginning.
Yeah, from the very beginning. Yeah, helped open here. And I also manage our Niagara Falls location as well. So doing 2 locations right now.
And has anything changed to like make things easier for you in that time?
A little bit. Recently, the drink limit was changed. The equivalency for beverages was changed. It used to be a 355 milliliter can was about 5 grams of cannabis, which is insane. I don't know how you could actually reason that equivalency. Now it's about a half gram for a 1 can beverage. So we've noticed our beverage sales here have just about doubled. And that's not even come up to the summer yet. The summer is our busiest drink season. We're kind of like a little bit of a beachy tourist area here. So people love grabbing a 6-pack of drinks and taking them to the beach.
That's good news.
So yeah, we immediately saw a big push towards our drinks after they removed that limit. So there are some things that they're doing that are definitely helping us and pushing towards the right direction.
While we're talking about drinks, what do you think of the drinks?
I think they're awesome.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they're great.
Okay, because I have a few favorites, but it took me a long
What are your
time to
favorites?
find the favorites. Like I had to
Yeah.
try a lot of Buckley's cough syrup, as far as I'm concerned. A bunch of crap I had to drink before I found I like Sweet Justice and I like
Yeah.
Zell. And there's another one I like. I can't even remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of it. Oh no. Monkey? Something monkey?
Monkey.
Something chunky monkey or fruit
I
or
think I kind of know what you're
or
talking
something
about.
monkey.
Yes.
I know it's a monkey something.
I'm a big fan of our fresh drinks, the sparkling waters.
Oh.
Even just aside from like the cannabis drinks, they're one of the best tasting sparkling waters I've had. Of like
What is it?
any
Who
kind of
makes it?
beverage. Fresh.
Fresh.
Try
With
one
a
of those.
PH, yeah, fresh.
Oh, I like is it Keef? Keef drinks or
Oh
Keef?
yeah, like the sodas.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a
Those
root
guys are
beer
good as
and
well.
orange and
Yeah.
oh, they're good.
There's a lot
Really
of them
good.
that are really nice. Yeah, and I like that you kind of start to feel the effects of it a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
usually find I need about 40 or 50 milligrams, but after 4 or 5 cans, it's not like I'm waiting half an hour for that to kick in.
5 cans. I have 2 and I'm like loopy, but which is different because I eat 100 milligrams at night. But if I'm drinking, I only like 2 cans.
Yeah, I find the drinks, you do kind of feel it a little bit quicker and a little bit stronger than the edibles.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I think some of them are specifically formulated that way.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
a
they've
lot
got-
faster.
Yeah,
than, you know,
faster
traditional
onset
edibles.
or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Right.
Yeah.
So do you different demographics that come in here, different age groups. What is your demographic? Like, are you generally older or are you younger?
In this area, we're generally older. Yeah, I think our average age is around 55 or so, early 50s, middle 50s. But yeah, definitely more of an older community.
And what are
Area.
they asking for?
Lots of edibles, lots of beverages. We do a lot of the creams and CBD product too.
Healthier options.
We've got a pretty good selection here of different CBD flowers and different CBD pre-rolls. Whereas I find a lot of other dispensaries you go and you only typically have 1 or 2 options for CBD. We try to have at least 4 or 5 different for pre-roll and flower. But
I like CBD options. You don't find them often. They don't have them a lot.
yeah, I find our Niagara Falls store is a lot more of the younger crowd. So we're kind of geared towards more of the higher THC stuff there. So
Yeah,
again,
what they're
that's a
looking
store
for.
where we only have a couple of CBD options, but they're
You have
kinda-
seeds here too. I saw that.
Yeah, we do seeds. Yeah,
So people can grow their own.
yeah. We're kind of a bit of a smaller town in Fort Erie, so there's a lot of people who like to grow their own and have greenhouses or just throw some seeds in the backyard. So want to be able to support that as well.
So if people come in and buy seeds, they're not going to come in and the theory was they won't come back and buy weed, but it takes a long time to grow those seeds and you might have to roll it yourself.
Yeah, and you've only grown
And you
one
might not
strain.
get a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
you might not be a good harvest. You only get one strain, so if you want to switch it up still and try
Yeah.
something different, or try pre-roll because you're lazy and you didn't want to roll it, or we still have all your papers and bongs and other accessories that you need once you've finished growing. So
They need a multi-seed pack, so you're not just growing one strain.
there are a couple of those actually. I
Oh, there
think, on
are
the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite thing in this location, in this store, your personal favorite?
My personal
So manager
favorite.
pick.
Ooh, it's a tough one. There's a lot of good stuff right now. My favorite is probably going to be the new Quest taster pack that we've gotten.
Quest Taster Pack.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's called the mixer pack. Actually, it's the infused pre-rolls, very similar to the general admission ones,
Ooh.
except it's more of the earthy, weedy kind of taste.
So not the terpene enhanced fruity taste.
Yeah, exactly. And
It's weed.
yeah.
Those
I
infused
like the fruity
pre-rolls.
ones. The fruity ones are nice, but sometimes I'd like something that's really skunky and
More
musky
down to
and
earth, yeah.
earthy. Yeah.
A more down to earth, like
It
that
is.
real cannabis
Yeah.
smell. and
I don't want to.
taste.
I don't want to feel like I'm smoking vape
Peach
cannabis.
rings.
right?
Yeah.
Something
On a
flavored.
peach ring. Yeah.
What about vapes? How are vape sales?
Vapes are doing really well. Yeah.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Vapes are actually another thing that they've done really well on lowering the price on lately. When we first opened a couple years ago, we would sell like a 1 gram vape cartridge for like $56, $60. Now the price has gotten down towards like 35, 40. I think we have a couple even right down to 27 or 30. So it's almost a 50% reduction in the price over 2 years. So
That's huge.
that's something that's gotten customers really excited about.
Right.
That's something that we used to see when we first opened, people still going to the black market for. Now we don't see that at all anymore. we have enough options and enough at a good enough price that people don't really think about that anymore. They come here and they look at our options, and
Which you have a ton of.
yeah,
Right?
we've got about 40 vapes right now, I think 40 or 50 different vapes.
Oh wow.
Jeez,
Yeah.
wow. We need to see those, don't
Yeah.
we, Crystal? While we're here. Crystal writes all the articles for Cannabis Wiki, so I'm sure she's getting lots of information for her next article.
Nice.
Absolutely.
She's looking around. So you've told us your personal journey, and now you're here at Paradise Cannabis and also in Niagara.
Yeah,
Right?
we've done
You're at the Niagara
Falls
one
store
as-
as well. Yeah.
How do you split that? How do you share that?
It's been difficult. I try to do usually 2 or 3 days a week at one store, and then another 2 or 3 days a week at another store. So it kind of rotates. So this week I'll be 3 days at our 40 Degree store. Next week, kind of split it up 2 days at the Niagara Falls store. And I've got some really amazing assistant managers that are helping out as well. Natty, who you talked to earlier,
She's amazing.
yeah, absolutely amazing. She's done an incredible job. Always motivating the staff and being there to support them and educating them, and really just like our what I don't know what to say.
You're saying lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
She's my right hand man or my right hand woman.
Your right-hand woman.
And then at our Niagara Falls store, we've got Erica. She's exactly the same as Natty. She's been amazingly supportive of all of our staff there. Great at educating the different products. Helps recognize when there's a new trend popping up that customers are looking for, and lets me know, hey, there's this new product that came out. We should look at ordering this. And yeah, you always need people that are able to help you out when you're kind of stretched thin.
What
like
do you
that.
think of the stat that 65% of the bud tenders in the industry are female? Is that true? Do you think 65%?
I would certainly find it believable. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it seems tough to find males that are kind of want to be open and excited and
Having
positive
those
about it.
interactions all day.
A lot of us kind of got to act too cool about things, and I don't know.
I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're not getting out there and they're not really sharing their love and their passion for the way females might.
Yeah,
And
a lot of
yeah.
our ladies just seem to get a lot more
A
excited.
little more
about it.
passionate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cannabis. It's female plant.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on International Women's Day, March 8th. So I think you guys are celebrating it already by just being here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, thank you, Nick. Was there anyone you wanted to shout out or anything you wanted to say, anything you wanted to add?
Nothing really much else.
Can you tell us your socials where we can find you?
I don't really do too much on social. I would say follow the store.
Okay.
You could follow me, but I haven't made a post in like 2 years.
The store,
I might
the
not
store's
be posting
socials,
much to it.
Paradise Fort Erie.
Paradise Fort Erie, and then
Okay.
we've also got like a main store hub page where you could find the Niagara Falls page and the Welland page.
Which one's
That's PCannafam.
Canafam.
Yeah,
And have you had any bull poop happen on Instagram?
a lot.
Oh, shadow banned
Yes,
and losing
Instagram
pages, and
It's been frustrating. Yeah.
it's as soon as I say, so how's social media going? Everyone's like, ugh,
Oh yeah.
what a shame. That's how
But
you
we've,
advertise.
we've been having fun with it. I mean, we've been trying to find, just doing a little bit more of a personal touch on our Instagram. Natty's been doing a lot of like more kind of personal videos on the 40 page, just to kind of showcase a little bit more about who we are and the people that work here. And we're not just a storefront. We're people that like cannabis as well and like to talk about cannabis and like to share
Family.
our experiences. Yeah, we're a family.
You have a really nice vibe here. It's a really beautiful store. We normally bring in like a whole big lighting kit and it's not dark or gloomy. It's bright
Yeah.
and like
Bright and beautiful in here.
Yeah.
All the art.
Thank you.
it's really, really nice.
So
Yes,
bright.
all the art and all the stuff you have, the stock is like great. And we've done a lot of these at pop-ups at dispensaries. You have a steady flow of customers.
Yeah, it's been busy today.
You
It's
have
been
a
a good day.
really steady flow of customers, which is really nice to see. It's
Yeah.
and
People in this area know Thursdays is our shipment day, and that Thursdays is the day we get all our new stuff. So
oh, I love
every
it.
Thursday we get people
be
excited to come
first
in
in
here.
line.
Like, hey, what's new? What can I get today?
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, Thursdays and Fridays we always get a constant stream of people.
Thursdays and Fridays are the day to come to Paradise Cannabis. Are
Yeah.
you? What are your hours?
We are right now we're 9 to 9.
Okay.
And then sometime in the summer we're going to be switching back to 9 to 11.
9
That's
to 11.
every day, Monday to Sunday.
What's with the little patio thing out front? Is that yours? Is that Paradise Cannabis little patio?
It's not technically ours. Technically, Little Caesars rents that, but we've done a couple events out there actually in the summer. We've got a really good relationship with Little Caesars. Of course, we do.
Of course. I bet.
We buy a lot of pizza there. So whenever we've got something we want to do, they let us use the patio out front to run our events.
And there's a new bakery next door too.
Yeah.
So how perfect is that?
we've got
Dispensary,
pizza
pizza,
and
and
Oh,
a
and
bakery.
they make such good sandwiches.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Nick from Paradise Cannabis in Fort Erie. Thank you so much for joining us on the Green Room. Crystal, peace.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks
Good
for
talking to
joining
you.
us. Bye.
We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The Green Room on Cannabis Wiki.